Hello dancers, TA Jasmine here. This video is going to be all about ballet hair. I'm going to show you several ways you can do a ballet bun and a couple ways you can do a French twist. Let's get started.
The first bun we will be doing today is a classic high bun. Before I start, I comb out my hair and spray a little bit of hairspray. This helps control flyaways and makes my hair more manageable. You can also use water. The high bun should be placed where it continues the line from your chin, jaw, and ear. Be careful not to place the bun too high on the top of the head, as you will break the line. Begin twisting the ponytail until it starts to turn on its own. Then wrap the bun while pressing down to keep it flat. While you wrap, continue to twist the hair. When you reach the end, push the last few inches of the strand underneath the bun. Begin pinning using hairpins and bobby pins. I have thin hair, so I use smaller hairpins, but if you have thicker hair, I recommend the bigger ones. Make sure to get all the sides of the bun. I also like to have my bobby pins cross and form an X for a secure hold. This is the final result. The next bun is a mid bun. For this bun, I will be using a technique that is helpful if you have thicker hair. Begin by creating a rope braid. To do this, part the pony in 2 equal halves. Spin each half the same direction. Here I'm spinning them both clockwise. Then spin them together going in the opposite direction, in this case counterclockwise. Continue all the way to the end of the braid and then tie it off with an elastic. Next, begin pinning the rope braid into a bun. For thicker hair, you want to pin as you make the bun, and again I recommend larger hairpins. A technique I use to insert my hairpins is inserting the pin at a downward angle, then turning it and pushing it into the bun. Continue pinning the braid all the way around. When you get to the end, tuck the last bit under the bun and pin the bun over it. Lastly, I spray hairspray to spray down any flyaways. For this bun, I decided to use a hairnet. Hairnets are really popular in ballet and they're used just to make your bun look more put together. This hairnet is particularly easy to put on. You just put it right over the bun and it stays. For performance, you can also bobby pin your hairnet down just so it doesn't fall off, but in this case I decided not to because it was just for video. And this is the final result. The last braid we're going to do is a low bun with a braid. I begin by doing a side part and brushing out my hair. The low bun falls at the nape of the neck, but make sure you don't put it too low. You want to have enough hair at the bottom of your ponytail so that you can pin the braid. Next, you're going to braid the hair. Here I'm doing a 3-strand braid, but you can do any braid of your choice. I've also done this with a fishtail. It looks really nice that way. Tie the braid off and then begin forming your bun. To do this, you pull on the outside of the braid and it will begin to turn. It makes forming the bun a lot easier. Then, like the previous bun, pin the braid down and make sure you get all of the edges, forming an X with your bobby pins and hairpins. Again, when you get to the end, tuck the last bit under the bun and pin the bun over the hair. For this bun, I decided to leave the hairnet off just because the bun is intricate and I want to show it off. Don't forget to check the bun by shaking your head back and forth. And this is the final result. Next, we will be doing our first version of the French twist. Start by grabbing the hair and then twisting in an upward motion. The hair will begin to twist onto itself. You can also pull the hair towards the twist for a more dramatic effect. Once you've reached the top, get the excess hair and tuck it into the twist. Then begin pinning the opening so that the hair is trapped inside the twist. There will also be a loop of hair at the top of the French twist. This is from when you turn the twist around and tuck it under. Don't forget to pin this loop down too. This is just one method of the French twist. It's actually not my preferred method, but I thought I'd show you guys this way just in case this ends up being easier for you. In the end, I pinned down any hairs that are sticking out. And this is the final result, even though I missed a hair. Next up is a different way to do the French twist. This is actually my preferred way. I think it is a lot easier once you get the hang of it. Start by grabbing the hair at the base of the ponytail. Place 2 fingers on top and pull the hair over and around the 2 fingers. Then begin twisting the loop you've made. As you twist, pull up and the excess hair will feed into the crevice of hair, forming a perfect French twist. Then, just like before, pin the French twist closed and don't forget the loop at the top of the head. When you're all done, I like to spray with a little bit of hairspray and smooth out the hair, just to get rid of any flyaways. This is the final result. The last technique is a little bit of a French twist hack. It works well if you have shorter hair. You do have to be able to put your hair in a tiny little ponytail though. Begin by making a mid pony, then loosen it just a bit. Form a little nest midway and fold your hair into the space. It's almost as if you are going to flip your pony all the way through, but instead you just tuck it in. Fold the hair over and pin down the quote-unquote French twist. It's actually a little bit harder because I have long hair, and if you have long hair and you do this method, you'll end up with a bit of a bump, just because you have so much hair that you're tucking, but when you have shorter hair, it looks a lot nicer and there's not so much of a bump. Once you've pinned it down, this is the final result. As you can see, I have a little bit of a bump in the back of my head. It's not that noticeable, but if you have shorter hair, you won't really have a noticeable bump. And that's the French twist hack. The last hairstyle we are going to do is a little bonus hairstyle. It's a personal favorite of mine. Begin by forming a mid pony, then slightly loosen it. You will then poke your finger through the base of the pony on its side and flip it through the middle. Make sure to pull all of the pony through the hole. Next, you'll do a braid of your choice on the hair that you pulled through. In this case, I'm just going to do a regular 3-strand braid, but you can also do a fishtail braid or a rope braid or any sort of braid that you want to do. Tie the braid off with an elastic. Next is my favorite part. We are just going to take the braid and pin it in a little arc over to the other side. Then, tuck the end of the braid in the opening where you twisted the pony, and pin the rest of the braid down. This is the final result. It really is one of my favorites. I think it's so pretty and unique.
Okay, dancers, there was 3 ways to do your ballet bun and 3 ways to do a twist and an extra bonus hairstyle for you. Thanks so much for watching. Good luck on these hairstyles, and of course if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Bye!